Alright, so we are talking about Zack Snyder once again. So Zack Snyder is back in the headlines, and it looks like he really wants another shot at Batman. You know, he never did get to give us his Justice League trilogy, and we never did get that Ben Affleck Batman movie either, but it does look like he wants another shot at Batman. He wants to work his way back into the DC universe in some capacity. So this is coming via Cosmic Book News. Zack Snyder wants Ben Affleck as Batman in The Dark Knight Returns. The movie waiting on Affleck is further along than ready. Per our insiders, the storyboards are already drawn by Oliver and Snyder himself, and the plan is Miller's graphic novel, exactly as written, like Watchmen. Batman has his Superman, per our insiders. Snyder wants Henry Cavill opposite Affleck in The Dark Knight Returns. Zack loves the guy and is very loyal to his people. Snyder responded in the loudest way he could without saying a word. He posted a BVS photo of himself with Affleck scored to "We Do This Together" from the Snyder Cut. Snyder wants Affleck back in the cowl. So let's get to the main article. Following up on our exclusive that The Dark Knight Returns is ready to go with J. Oliver and built for IMAX, we asked our insiders the obvious question: Affleck as Batman in The Dark Knight Returns. The answer: Zack wants him, but no offers made yet. And the reason no offer exists has nothing to do with Affleck. Warner Brothers projects are on hold until Paramount closes the deal. So there it is. Snyder's pick for the Miller Batman is the actor he cast because of the Miller Batman, and the only thing between Batfleck and a phone call is a courtroom in Oakland. Affleck's Batman was born from The Dark Knight Returns. Snyder announced Batman v Superman at Comic-Con 2013 by having Harry Lennox read Batman's warning to Superman straight from Frank Miller's pages before a single actor was cast. The armoured suit, the older and meaner Bruce Wayne, the showdown with Superman, all of it came from the book. And Snyder said in 2015 that he deliberately left the story itself untouched, telling press you could still make Dark Knight Returns into a movie. And in July, Snyder showed everyone exactly which Batman he pictures when he and Frank Miller jointly posted a video morphing Miller's Dark Knight Returns splash page into live action. The footage the page dissolved into was Affleck's armoured Batman from BVS. Yeah, we need that. We need the Paramount deal to go through before any of this can even be considered, before any of this can be remotely taken seriously. The Paramount deal needs to go through. Hopefully that deal's done by the end of the year, early next year. I mean, there's only a couple months of the year left, at this point. So it could be right at the end of the year that deal goes through, the Paramount deal goes through, or it would be early next year, or it would be as late as sort of, it could be as late as this time next year if it takes longer than planned. The author of the book co-signed the post. Now the insider line puts words to what the edit already showed. None of this is new to CBN readers. Back in February, our sources said Snyder's preferred Batman for the story remains Affleck, who would be willing to return under the right circumstances. In Miller's story, Bruce Wayne is 55 years old. Affleck turns 54 on Saturday. The actor Snyder cast to play old has caught up to the part. Kind of crazy that. So what was he in BVS? He was about 44, 43, 44 in BVS, and he was playing sort of a 50-year-old, 55-year-old, if he's playing sort of a version of Frank Miller's Batman in that movie. No offers made yet is about Oakland, not Affleck. The second half of the Insider's answer ties this directly to everything else happening at Warner Brothers at the moment. Warner Brothers cannot make offers because Warner Brothers cannot make decisions. The studio has agreed not to close the Paramount deal until a trial verdict as late as June 2027, while the 12-state lawsuit to block the sale plays out. Our insiders described the freeze a month ago: chaos, projects on hold, decisions delayed, with Warner Brothers facing a sell-off in pieces if the deal dies. This week, the Directors Guild and the IATSE crew union told both sides in writing that productions are being put on hold or cancelled until over the uncertainty. Now you can add a Batman movie to the pipe if Bonta comes to the table before Ellison's October 1st deadline. The phone call can happen this fall. If it goes to trial, the earliest anyone can say yes is spring 2027. So Warner Brothers really is in a complete mess over this Paramount deal. I mean, I didn't realise how poorly it was going. So we've got projects on hold, we've got decisions not being made. It's just a complete mess, just a complete disaster all around. And they're also dealing with that giant lawsuit to cancel the deal as well. That lawsuit really needs to be sorted out as well. So the obvious pushback writes itself. Affleck has spent years saying he's finished with Batman. The record is real. He walked away from directing The Batman during the Justice League era, a production he has called the worst experience of his career. And by 2027, he was telling GQ he had lost interest in the genre altogether. I forgot that it was supposed to be Ben Affleck directing the Batman movie. Yeah, that's right. Fucking hell. Long time ago now, all this. Long time ago. I mean, what was Justice League? 2017 was Justice League, I believe. 8 years ago now. But look at what he told GQ he actually loved about the role. The sort of older, broken, damaged Bruce Wayne. His regret was that the approach skewed too old for the broad audience a shared universe tentpole needs. That is not a man done with the character. That is a man done with the machine that was built around the character. The Dark Knight Returns is the one Batman movie where older, broken, and damaged is not a compromise. It is the entire premise as a standalone IMAX event with no universe to launch. And the last time Affleck wore the suit in The Flash, he said he finally figured out the character and nailed it. Then, as we exclusively reported, the movie's real ending would have led to an Affleck Batman multiverse before it was cut. Also, don't forget that Kevin Smith recently confirmed what we have been told, that the Snyderverse could be returning. Prior to that, Smith had visited Affleck in his production office, where Affleck has a Batsuit on display. When the Snyderverse returns, Ben Affleck returns as Batman. Now, here's the part almost nobody has connected. The incoming owner is not a stranger to Affleck. Affleck and Matt Damon's studio, Artists Equity, made its first movie, Air, in partnership with Skydance Sports, the sports division of David Ellison's Skydance. And the money behind Artists Equity, Jerry Cardinale's Redbird Capital, is a long-time backer of Skydance itself. And our exclusive that DeLuca and Abdi are already fielding pitches from Snyder, Affleck and Christopher McQuarrie for the post-close Warner Brothers, and the picture sharpens. Everyone involved is already in business with everybody else. The only missing signature is a settlement or a verdict.